Atlanta rapper Offset is in the hospital this morning after being shot outside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood. CBS News Miami's Morgan Viners, your reporter in Hollywood this morning at Memorial Regional Hospital, where Offset is being treated.
Still some big questions this morning, like what led up to the shooting. And so far, police have not identified the two people they have detained. We are working to learn their identities this morning. So let's get you right to the video that we do have that was posted overnight on Only in Dade, where you can see the rapper Offset walking around the casino just moments before he is shot in the valet area. Then you can see video where a man is lying on the ground while another is being pulled away by a police officer. The Seminole County Police tell us they are aware of an incident that occurred at the valet area after 7 Monday night. A representative for Offset confirmed that he is being treated at a hospital. Offset, who is part of the rap group Migos, was previously married to rapper Cardi B. They share 3 children together. While Seminole police did not say any names, they did say the person injured was taken here to Memorial Regional Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And again, this morning, we are working to learn about the 2 people police have detained. We will let you know as soon as we get any updates. For now in Hollywood, Morgan Reiner, CBS News, Miami.
Before I say anything, I need you to picture this. It's loud. Flashing lights, people everywhere, a casino floor packed with energy, and right in the middle of it, Offset is smiling, taking photos with fans. Everything looks normal, until suddenly, a fight breaks out. People start shouting, security moves in, and then gunshot.
Rapper Offset has been shot, but the good news is he is stable and being closely monitored. A rep for the rapper confirms to TMZ April 6th that Offset was shot near the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Seminole County Police confirming a shooting took place to TMZ, sharing in a statement, "We are aware of an incident that occurred at a valet area after 7 p.m. Monday outside of Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood that resulted in non-life-threatening injuries to an individual who was transported to Memorial Regional Hospital in Hollywood." The rep added Seminole police were on site immediately and the situation was contained quickly. 2 individuals have been detained by police. The investigation is ongoing, the site is secure, and there is no threat to the public. Operations continue as normal. Per Offset's rep, he is stable and currently at the hospital receiving medical care. And while the circumstances involving the shooting are unclear, this isn't the first time the rapper has experienced gun tragedy. In November 2022, his Migos bandmate Takeoff was fatally shot at a bowling alley in Houston. Offset's ex-wife Cardi B confirming at the time the 2 were at home when the fatal shooting involving Takeoff took place. Offset is father to 6, 3 of which he shares with ex-wife Cardi B. E! News has reached out to Offset for comment, but has not heard back.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. This is one of those stories that another major name enters the picture, Lil Tjay. Now here's where it gets complicated, because while he was arrested, he wasn't charged with the shooting. So then the question becomes, if it wasn't him, then who was it? And more importantly, what really led up to those gunshots? Let's rewind this. April 6th, 2026. Florida, the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. This is not some quiet location. This is a high-profile spot. Celebrities come here all the time. And that night, Offset was there just like anyone else. No visible tension, no reports of conflict early on. In fact, witnesses say he was relaxed, taking photos, talking to fans, moving through the casino like everything was fine. And this part matters because in almost every major incident like this, there's usually a buildup, some sign, some warning. But here, nothing obvious, which raises the first red flag. If everything was normal, what changed so fast? And I want you to really think about this, because I'm curious what you think. Do you believe this was random, or do you think something was already building behind the scenes? Let me know in the comments. Now, this is where things start to shift. At some point during the night, a fight breaks out. And depending on who you listen to, the details are inconsistent. Some say it was a heated argument that escalated. Others say it was sudden, almost like something triggered it instantly. But here's what we do know. Voices were raised, people gathered, security began moving in, and in environments like that, things can spiral fast, especially when emotions are high. Now insert another layer into this. Lil Tjay is reportedly involved in this altercation, and immediately that changes everything, because now this isn't just a random fight. It's a situation involving multiple high-profile figures, which increases tension, increases attention, and increases the likelihood of chaos. But even then, a fight doesn't automatically lead to a shooting. So something else happened in that moment. Something escalated it. And that exact moment, that's still unclear. And then it happens. Gunfire. Witnesses describe panic, people running, confusion, no one fully understanding what's going on. Because when shots go off in a crowded place like that, it's not controlled, it's chaos. Now here's where the timeline becomes critical. Offset is hit. Reports suggest it was in the leg, non-life-threatening. But still, this is a targeted moment. Because think about it, in the middle of a chaotic scene with people everywhere, how does one specific person get hit? Was it random? Was it intentional? Or was he caught in something bigger? And this is where the story starts to split into multiple theories. I want your honest opinion here. Do you think Offset was the intended target or just in the wrong place at the wrong time? Because those are two very different stories. Immediately after the shooting, everything becomes unclear. Police respond, people are detained, stories start coming out. But instead of clarity, we get contradictions. Some reports say multiple individuals were involved. Others suggest it was one shooter. Then you have this. Lil Tjay is arrested. And when that news drops, the internet reacts instantly. Because now people assume he must be responsible. But then authorities clarify he is not charged with the shooting. And that creates a massive gap in the story. Because now we have a shooting, an arrest, but no confirmed shooter, which leads to the biggest unanswered question: who actually pulled the trigger? This situation hits differently, and if you've been following hip-hop for the past few years, you already know why. Because this isn't happening in isolation, there's history here. Not long ago, the hip-hop world lost Takeoff in a shooting, and that moment shook everything. It changed how people look at situations like this. So now, when Offset gets shot, even if it's non-life-threatening, it immediately brings back that memory, that tension, that fear. And that's part of why this story is spreading so fast, because it's not just about what happened that night, it's about what it represents. Let's break down what still doesn't add up. 1. What triggered the fight? Was it personal? Was it random? Or was it something deeper? 2. Where did the shooter come from? Inside the group? Outside? Someone watching? 3. Why hasn't there been a clear identification yet? And 4, and most importantly, why are the details so inconsistent? Because usually, when something like this happens in a public place, with cameras, with witnesses, we get answers faster. But here, everything feels delayed, fragmented, incomplete. And I need you to really think about this one. Do you think there's information being held back right now? Or is this just confusion from a chaotic situation? Online, people are already forming conclusions. Some are blaming individuals, some are creating theories, some are connecting dots that may or may not exist. And this is where things get dangerous, because when information is incomplete, speculation fills the gap. But at the same time, that speculation is exactly what's driving this story viral, because people don't just want facts, They want answers. They want clarity. And right now, they're not getting it. And maybe the most important part of this entire situation is what happened right before the shooting, because multiple reports suggest there was a moment, something said, something done that escalated everything. But that part is still unclear. And until that piece is fully revealed, this story isn't complete, not even close. Because the truth is, the shooting itself, that's only part of the story. What really matters is what led up to it, and who else was involved in ways we still don't fully understand. If you made it this far, you already know this story is far from over. And trust me, the next part, it involves details about Lil Tjay that change how this entire situation looks. So make sure you're subscribed, because when that drops, you don't want to miss it.